If you've stepped foot in the resort this year, then you've seen just a glimpse of the sheer amount of construction work going on, with new hotels and the Skyliner towers popping up all over. And with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge construction looming over Hollywood studios, it has never been a more exciting time to be a Walt Disney World fan. Rumours never end as to what we can expect to see at the House of Mouse, so we've decided to take a look and make predictions of our own. I'm Rich from WhatCulture.com, and these are 7 huge Walt Disney World predictions. Number 7, a new value resort. Disney are currently focusing on more affluent guests, with focus on upcharges and the building of moderate and deluxe resorts. This is quite a comparison to Universal Orlando Resorts, who are in the process of building 2 prime value hotels that will cost as little as $73 a night for a standard room and $111 for a 2-bed suite. Universal have also opened the Aventura Hotel, their second value hotel. Universal seem to be trying to catch the influx of visitors who are almost certainly going to spill into the area when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens. Given that Disney's cheapest hotels will start at $97 a night, many may feel it's worth staying off-site and commuting into Disney. After all, the cost of Ubers or car hire might work out cheaper. That means lost custom for Disney because they're missing a basic hotel that get the on-site benefits. If Disney had their own ultra-value hotel, it would draw fans who've been priced out by recent price increases. Universal are proving that you can offer a decent standard of value without compromising too much on quality. You don't have to be a dive motel to appeal to a low-income market. Number 6, goodbye Grand Fiesta Tour. The major rumor about the Grand Fiesta Tour is that it'll be turned into a Coco attraction. Given the general movement of Epcot towards more IP usage, such as Frozen Ever After and the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, it seems that a Coco inclusion won't be too much of a stretch. It's a great fit. The movie is a celebration of Mexican culture, and its bright, colourful imagery would work well as a ride. Coco is currently part of a Dia de Muertos display within the Mexican Pavilion, and it wouldn't be hard to imagine the story of Coco told within the constraints of the current Grand Fiesta Tour ride system. There's even a stage at the end of the attraction for the perfect rendition of Remember Me. Right now, the queue area for the Grand Fiesta Tour is pretty short since there's rarely a wait for the boat ride, so something would have to be reworked to allow the extra guests that are bound to be drawn in by a popular IP like Coco. Number 5, charges for fast passes. Although it's unlikely that Disney will completely get rid of free fast passes, it seems certain that there will be a paid fast pass coming in the future. Currently, you can pay $50 for per guest per day fast passes for an extra 3 if you're staying in on-site club level rooms for a minimum of 3 days. $150 per person quickly adds up when you start thinking about traveling as a family. This is likely to just be a test for the time being, but if it's popular, then it'll probably be expanded. Disneyland Paris has just announced Disney Access One, where guests can pay €15 per attraction to purchase a no-time slot fast pass for one attraction. You will also receive a souvenir to go with your Disney Access One ticket. It may seem a lot, but in the summer with long wait times, many people will be taking advantage of this system, and it wouldn't be a surprise if it was trialed on a wider basis. Disney will likely receive a great deal of backlash if they did bring it in, but with the resort being one of the few theme parks that generally don't charge for line-skipping privileges, it's bound to come sooner or later. Number 4, the End of Disco Yeti. When Expedition Everest opened in 2006, it had the largest animatronic ever built by Disney. Unfortunately, the Yeti in the ride was so complex that eventually the animatronic was forced to become stationary only months after opening. Instead, Disney now use strobe lights to simulate the idea of movement, hence the nickname Disco Yeti. Unfortunately, the Yeti has remained broken for so long that there are few out there who remember seeing it actually moving, and because of its location, it's not going to be a little job to fix it. Repair would most likely require major refurbishments to huge parts of the attraction. It's quite an embarrassment for Disney that this animatronic has been broken for 12 years, but recently Mr. Animal Kingdom himself, Imagineer Joe Rohde, hinted at D23 that a repair was going to happen. Number 3, more Indiana Jones? One rumor that's been going around for a few years is that Dinosaur is going to be converted into an Indiana Jones ride. The main reason for this is that the Indiana Jones adventure in Disneyland has the same track and layout as Dinosaur, just with different theming. So many think it'll be a quick fix to simply change up the ride. Of course, it's not really as simple as that, since it would make no sense to have a lone indie ride in the middle of Dino Land USA. To fit the theme, you'd probably have to change the entirety of Dino Land USA. A Temple of Doom themed area in Animal Kingdom would work perfectly though, especially as the area backs onto the Asia area of the park. There's a new movie coming out in 2021, so Dr. Jones is still in the public mind. Since the show survived the major cult that's gone on over the last few years, he's probably not going to go anywhere for the time being. Number 2. A Dwayne Johnson makeover for Jungle Cruise. Back in April, it was finally announced that a Jungle Cruise movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in production. Just after the announcement was made, The Rock sneakily revealed on Instagram that his team were working with Disney Imagineers to help re-engineer and redesign the Jungle Cruise ride. It's almost certainly true that Disney thinks about just how they can incorporate any movie into their theme parks when they're greenlighting a project. So of course with a film like this, which is based off an attraction, they're just going to consider how to bring the movie into the ride. It only won't change if the movie bombs, just as Jack Sparrow was added to Pirates of the Caribbean after that film's success. After Johnson posted this announcement to Instagram, Disney were quickly to quietly say that this redesign wasn't happening. As Disney have in the past released details of new plans only later to scrap them, aka the Spain pavilion that appeared on advertisements but was never built, this doesn't really change much. Number 1. A Future World makeover. We can probably soon say goodbye to Future World as we know it. There may be some good rides, but the area looks unintentionally dated, and the concept of Future World was flawed from the start. The idea was that it would be an edutainment look at technology and science. Unless Disney planned to keep those attractions fresh, it was always going to become dated quickly. Anyone whose first trip to Disney has been recently has only seen it in its dilapidated state. A more flexible theme would fit Epcot better, and allow Imagineers to get really creative with how they bring in IPs and make them work. The more narrow theme that Epcot currently has is really its downfall. At the last D23, there was a pretty interesting image of a refurbished Future World, suggesting that we can expect a massive makeover to the whole area. The artist's impression shows that we can say good riddance to the Lever legacy stones at the park entrance, innovations will be gone, and there'd be a new water feature. Again, Disney are not shy of releasing artwork and not following through, but once all the work is complete over at Hollywood Studios, Epcot will be next on the makeover list. And that's our list. What do you think Disney World has in the works? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. I've been Rich and this has been What Culture. Make sure to subscribe to the What Culture YouTube channel for more lists like this, and don't forget to visit whatculture.com for daily news and articles. Thanks for watching.